played a shot at, is he ever going to be allowed in either country to put that down? And that is why, to me, while 18.5 will go down in folklore, wow, one of the greatest moments in T20 cricket, leaving a ball with 2 of 1, I mean, I could not believe it.
The scores are level, 1 run to get. There's still a couple of people out in the deep. What a game we've had. Nawaz, what have you got, Nawaz? Ashwin goes over, clears the infield. India win a famous win. You look at all the great wins over the years, and I think Kohli play for so many years. I've seen some of his best innings, but I have not seen a tear in his eyes, and I think I spotted a tear. India win by 4 wickets.
From 31 for 4, India and Virat Kohli.
Kohli play for so many years. I've seen some of his best innings, but I have not seen a tear in his eyes, and I think I spotted a tear. India win by 4 wickets.
From 31 for 4, India and Virat Kohli had triumphed. 90,000 at the MCG, and a TV audience of countless millions had watched one of the all-time great players play one of the all-time great innings in one of the all-time great games.
There's a recency factor when you assign GOAT status to things, but simply because of all that happened in the last 8 balls. It wasn't just one team trying desperately to win.
31 for 4, India and Virat Kohli had triumphed. 90,000 at the MCG, and a TV audience of countless millions had watched one of the all-time great players play one of the all-time great innings in one of the all-time great games.
There's a recency factor when you assign GOAT status to things, but simply because of all that happened in the last 8 balls. It wasn't just one team trying desperately to win, the other team trying to save. Both teams had a chance of winning it till the second last ball. Well, dare I say till the last ball, because if he bowls a dot ball, you go into a super over, you can win that one too. So, in the play of emotion, in the emotions on display, as strongly as the skills on display, it will be very, very difficult to look beyond this one. In the modern televised social media world, to take you through a maelstrom of emotions, no other game.
We go green in China. Heidfeld goes to the inside line and they make contact and they're both off.
Formula E, back in the country where it all began. Oh, he's hit! It's bold, it's ambitious. Whoa! Let's get him. He's off! Absolutely amazing! Next stop, Shanghai.
Ooh, I like that.
What is that?
You got this.
Give it over ball, dude.
Nice one. Come on, guys. Come on.
Got it!
Like this.
Looks like the World Cup preparation is going well.
Yeah, the States want to know what hit them.
Watch the Proteas hit new heights as Supersport brings you another out-of-this-world spectacle at the ICC Men's T20 World Cup.
I thought it was raining. Something dropped from the sky.
How's it, guys? I'm Neil Brunt. I'm opening batsman for the Proteas and captain for the series against New Zealand.
He's been impressive. He's looked the part. It's been a joy watching him bat.
So my neighbours in our cul-de-sac were both older than me, and they both loved ball games. So we just started playing cricket in the cul-de-sac, and then obviously went to school. Just loved it. We had amazing coaches there, so just grew up really loving the game and loved hitting the ball. And then went to St. Stithians Boys College from grade 4 till grade 7, and then in grade 6 and 7 we toured to the UK. And I just really loved the school that we toured to, and my dad was working there for 3 weeks. 3 weeks here, 3 weeks there, and he said, look, if I get a scholarship I can go. And then I applied for the scholarship, and next thing I knew I was off to England for a few years, which was amazing. It really helped my cricket development playing over there. So played school cricket there, and then went to varsity in Cardiff, went through the system there, and then had visa problems and had to come back to South Africa, where the journey kind of started again. And then I came back and went through the system at Tuks with Kruger van Beek.
Good Yorker, and that's it. That's the victory. The new Varsity Cup 2018 champions, Tuks.
I scored runs in the final in the Varsity Cup. It was obviously on TV. And then, I won player of the tournament there, and then I got player of the tournament in the national club champs as well, and then kind of just progressed through the ranks at Northerns, and then shortly after my Northerns debut made my Titans debut. I think there wasn't many pro tiers available for a few round of 4-day games, so that's kind of how I got my chance when Mark Boucher was coach, and in my second game got 100, so I think that's where it kind of all kicked off at a franchise level. Year after year you kind of become a more senior player, and then eventually I got my captaincy chance 2 years ago, and then we ended up winning the 4-day competition, which was pretty cool. You're guided by a lot of senior players there. I mean, Dean Algar's been massive for my development as a captain and as an opening batter, just learning from him, and he's obviously a massive leader in the Titans dressing room, so just learning from them has really helped my captaincy. I'm very competitive on the field, sometimes too competitive, which ultimately my goal as a captain is to try to get everyone to be the best version of themselves. That's my main aim for this group of players. I want people to literally be the best version of themselves, whatever that may be for them, and just make sure that everyone's playing for something bigger than themselves, and just always putting the team first. That's kind of my motto and what I live by with captaincy. Shukri and Rob, they did like a workshop with us at the Titans, and after one of the sessions, Shukri pulled me aside and just said, listen, he asked if I entered the SA20 auction, and then I kind of knew that I was maybe in his plans for this tour, and then the SAA team came out a few weeks later against the West Indies, and he very much said in that first meeting that he wants this to be the team to go to New Zealand. So that was very refreshing, and that was the first time that you kind of started thinking you're going to make your test debut. The winning feeling of winning a 4-day game is unmatched in my opinion. I just love how for 3 days pretty much nothing really happens. It's just like you bat, you bowl, then you bat again, and the third innings is kind of it's called moving day. And then things start happening extremely quickly, and then in the last hour all 3 results can be possible. I think I've been involved in 5 games this season where going into the last hour you can win, draw or lose the game. I think for me, I just want red ball to be the ultimate. I think if you look at Australia, the way they're doing things at the moment with their test cricket, every player that's growing up in Australia wants to play test cricket for their country, and that's kind of the legacy that I'd hopefully want to try and leave, is that you want the youngsters coming through to want to play test cricket.
Die ware rou emosie en feesvieringe neem oor.
So you thought the cricket was over? It's time for this.
En al die supersterre sal vanaand hier in aksie wees. Dis sulke tyd, die Indiese Premierliga op Supersport net op DStv. Met trots aan jou gebring deur Lotto Star.
With Lotto Star's Aviator game, you could see your millionaire dreams take off. You could win payouts of up to Lotto Star, your world of live games.
That's a fine shot. Nice shape. One bounce.
He deserved that wicket. A little more punch in it, a little more power.